Welcome back to the show. Yes, it's been a while. There was a lot of stuff happening, but we are kind of back because here is a very nice deck tech before a lot of traveling, before a lot of more fun things will happen in the future. But anyways, here I am talking about another Fallout commander. And yes, I'm not doing it only because my Mothman video got the most views so far this year. Still check it out if you haven't. But because even though I said in my review that this deck could be a meme, I still wanted to play it and I loved it. So here we are. The commander at hand, well, we're gonna talk about the Red Death Shipwrecker. Also known as Illimitable Dominion, because I just love Edgar Allan Poe. So, now that you have subscribed and liked this video, let's talk about the deck. Red Death Shipwrecker is an blue and a red legendary crab mutant 1/3 with the ability Alluring Eyes, which means tap, goat, target creature opponent controls, that player draws a card, you add red mana. Now you may be asking, why would I want to give my opponents cards? Well, think of it this way, this is basically an ISO-ref deck that tries to win in a similar way that Kenny does, by force drawing your opponents to oblivion, and then if they have an interaction, force draw them again. You activate the ability, you activate with already infinite mana, Dramatic Reversal to untap it and do it all over again. But we are also in the right colors to play Breach lines, because LED, Brain Freeze and Breach is one of the best combos that we have currently in cEDH, well, according to the internet at least. And since I do always like having backups upon backups, we also have a way to win called Dual Caster Mage and Twin Flame. At the time of the recording, I did not have Molten Duplication, so you just have to make it up with Heat Shimmer. Now, one of those things, as I mentioned, this was more of a meme, but still it was, a kind of a fun deck to play, and I did enjoy it. It's not a competitive tournament deck, even though I would love to see someone take this one, because I saw already someone take the Master Transcendent to a tournament and do well. But anyways, I digress. You may be asking, but Death, what if my opponents do not have creatures that I can goad, because it needs creatures to goad? Well, for that we have two very effective things. One, Goblin Spymaster gives all of our opponents creatures and forces them to attack, preferably each other. And then, since we are already going to talk about the deck in depth, let's go to the lands, because one of the lands I have specifically for this deck is Forbidden Orchard, which gives spirits. So this way you always have a creature to give out and use it to be goaded and kill your opponents with the crab. As far as mana bases we go, we have typical assortment of fetch lands, channel lands, Urza Saga, one Shockland, one dual land, Gemstone Mine, Gemstone Caverns, Ancient Tomb, Cephalic Colosseum because I just love it, and just the basic typical mana base including our 5-color lands. And yeah, just 25 of them today. Our crab only costs 2 mana, and getting the combo off we need more artifacts than lands, so why not? As far as enchantment goes, I did mention the Underworld Breach, which wins us the game. We also have obviously Rhystic Study and Mystic Remora and Dress Down, because it's a great removal / hate piece / combo piece / whatever you want to make of it. Yes, combo piece, because you can put Dress Down in, make sure opponent's creatures don't do anything, try to do some stuff, then bounce it back, and then, go off king. There are ways to do that. Now, we look at our 17 artifacts, which most of them are mana artifacts. One of the win conditions I added to the deck with all the tapping and untapping of Isochron Scepter is Codex Shredder, because you can mill out your opponents. We have Springleaf Trump for mana, the One Ring because it's just, an auto clue these days. Grinding Station is great with Underworld Breach when you're digging for your Brain Freeze. Even though we are in Brain Freeze colors, we don't have black for tutors, so tutoring is not our strong suit. Remember that if you ever try to play this deck. The instants that I have included in this deck are mostly removal, counter spells, mana drain is great, for all of them, shenanigans, you want to Mind Break Trap, Muddle the Mixture is a tutor, Sudden Substitution, I just couldn't give up the opportunity not to play, I love messing with that spell. We also have obviously that Chain of Vapor / Alchemist Retrieval, that's the way you can bounce your, Dress Down, or with Chain of Vapor sacrifice your lands to fill your graveyard for Breach. Dramatic Reversal obviously is a combo piece, and just, Lightning Bolt, a Braid, and all the other good stuff, like Cyclonic Rift. Nothing really special that stands out here. As far as sorceries are concerned, we have Twin Flame and the aforementioned Heat Shimmer, which would be multi-duplication these days. Jessica's Will, Ponder, Rider Flame, Gitaxian Probe, Solve the Equation, and Fabricate are our kinda tutors, because Fabricate can get any artifact, like, you know, Isochron Scepter. Solve the Equation can get Dramatic Reversal or anything else. Gamble is just great with Breach, and Wheel of Fortune can be used to kill your opponents if they don't have protection from the Wandering, which these days happens more and more. Hence why when we go to the creatures, I included a Thassa's Oracle here, so if I cannot mill my opponents out with Breach and then, you know, Wheel of Fortune them to death, I can just mill myself out and cast Thassa's Oracle for the win. Since we are also a Storm deck, we have obviously Berkey, Dockside, Dragon's Rage is just a valuable creature, Flash Duplicate is a great new clone, Tribute Mage also finds us very good artifacts, like Isochron Scepter. Spellseeker is basically tutored for any of the we win the game spells, you know, Dramatic Reversal or anything else needed. Femage, also a good clone. Fairy Mastermind is kind of fun. Simian Spirit Guide is a ritual. Monkey has to be an Imperial Recruiter just to get that Dockside if we ever need to. And yeah, this might have been a little speedy, but you know, the crab costs little and goes fast. You know, you gotta go fast. Gotta go brrr. So I do hope you enjoy this. I am not going to look over their hands for this one, because this is a very difficult deck to kind of goldfish depending on your pod, because you know, you need to know what you're up against. And again, it was more for a meme. But do you know what is not a meme? My Patreon. Go join it if you want to help support the channel. Anything goes a long way. But with that, I am Dev, and I will see you all behind the veil.